Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, just letting you know that this video contains scenes that may not be suitable for people who suffer from epilepsy. Keep this in mind as you watch this video. And now, on with the conspiracies! Welcome back folks, let's replay Deus Ex. When last we left off, we were able to navigate the tunnels to get the key to open up the control room where Gary Savage is. We also found Sam Carter, who left UNATCO and joined up with the people of X-51. It's time to speak with the scientists down here on the main floor.
We saw the battle through the cameras. I can't believe you pulled it off.
Let's just say I have the right set of skills to deal with MJ-12, Ben.
Gary wants to see you.
I can imagine.
You saved our lives. Dr. Savage would like to thank you.
Is this thanks coming in the form of augmentation upgrade canisters? I could do with more of them.
You saved our lives. Dr. Savage would like to thank you.
You're not going to say anything else. Fair enough. Let's speak with Gary Savage himself. He's busy working away on his computer. I don't want to distract him, but this is kind of important.
I'm Dr. Savage. Thank you. We were close to surrendering when you landed.
J.C. Denton. I'm working with Morgan Everett of the Illuminati. He's developed a cure for the Grey Death, and we were hoping to get time on your UC to manufacture it.
Everett contacted me just before the attack. Naturally, we'll manufacture the cure once the computer's back up and we get a containment unit for the UC.
How close are you to being operational?
My daughter's on an expedition to the Ocean Lab right now to find a schematic for the containment vessel. But Lord knows when the computer will be back up. It was damaged during the attack.
I'll look at it. In addition to the UC, Everett and I need your connection to the Milnet.
Yes, he said something about an artificial intelligence. The Echelon system. Something called Icarus and Daedalus.
Another attack happening as we speak. I'll explain later.
Well, the main terminal is in the room at the top of the stairs. Log in G Savage, password Tiffany. I'll open the doors. I would say it's too dangerous. A lot of damaged equipment and hot power lines up there. But until the computers are up, the UC's just a box of bolts.
It's very dangerous indeed, but we have no choice but to navigate the perils that are within.
It won't be easy getting back there.
Oh, I know how difficult it's going to be.
We lost most of the machines, but the main server survived.
That's fortunate.
I believe you know Mr. Carter from UNATCO. He just escaped the purge.
That I do, and I'm glad he did.
We just need to bring the central computer online.
I'll see what I can do.
A rocket exploded on the roof. Luckily, nobody was hurt.
That is lucky.
I should hear from Tiffany soon. Then we'll know if the UC will be ready for operation.
Fingers crossed, eh?
Be careful in there.
Oh, I will be, Gary. Don't worry.
Be careful in there.
Let's get our bioenergy back, because we're probably going to be using a lot of it. Step 1 is going through here.
Just bring up the system for Savage. I'll route Daedalus through your info link. Don't worry, there's very little risk.
You say that, but you're not the one that's here. That was the third floor computer room key that we just got. We need to press that button. There's also an area back here that we could go to get rid of some of the static that's all around. We're not going to be using that though. We're just going to be jumping up to here. I believe if I crouch I can do that. And then we're going to run over to that switch, press it, and then run back. There we go. We took a lot of damage, but not as much damage as I thought we'd take. We're going to jump back up to here and heal up with our regeneration augmentation. Now we need to head to the other area. There are two ways we can do that. We can decide to use a lift that is there. That does involve going through a lot of the electricity, or we can use that key that we got. Heading up here, all the way back to that room that we could not open before. We now have the key to do so. What's in here? There are a few goodies. There is a multi-tool. There is also a bioelectric cell up there. And there is this. Locked with infinite lock strength and 50% door strength. Do we have the key? No. But you know what we do have? We have a different kind of key. We could shoot the fan with the sniper rifle and that would get rid of it, but it wouldn't get rid of this big bit of metal blocking our way. This'll do it though. Unfortunately, the machines are impervious to explosions, which brings us to here. Now, if we fall here, we're probably not going to get to this middle floor. If we fall over here, however, we'll get to where that lift would have taken us. And I want to actually activate this so that I take as little damage as possible. And we want to get to that computer and crouch by it, because crouching by that computer will mean that we don't take damage from all of this electricity. And you bet I'm going to save. We need to get Daedalus access to the millnet. Time to use speed enhancement, and go. And that went pretty well. Let us use the password, GSavage and Tiffany, and see what's here. There is the uplink millnet, but there's also an email. There's actually 3. S. Carter, long time. It took me a while to track you down, Gary. You covered your tracks well, but I still know a few tricks, and a few people, which is part of the reason I'm writing. Ever since I left the army a couple of years back, I've been working for UNATCO. It seems like they're a better organization in principle than practice, and I've become increasingly uncomfortable with their methods. I've got my suspicions about other things as well, but I prefer not to get into them over an open line. Doesn't matter, they've discharged everyone who didn't come to them right out of UNATCO Academy spouting the party line, so I'm gone as of today. Heard you had your own difference of opinions with the military research establishment and took off on your own. I'm not sure what you're working on, but it might be related to something another friend of mine has uncovered and I'd like to help. That other friend of his is us. Let me know if you need another hand. It'd be good to see you again. Then we have an email from Tiffany Savage. Wish me luck. I'm about ready to leave, Dad. Carla and Stacy have done their best to outfit me with everything I need. You know, when I was a little girl, I never really fantasized about being a spy or a thief or a princess. I always wanted to be a scientist, just like you. Methodical and careful, that's exactly how you always taught me to work. And that's exactly how I'll be. I know we'll see each other before I leave, but I wanted you to know how proud I am of you and what you're doing, and how glad I am that I can be a part of it. Mom would have been proud of you too. I just don't know if I can say all that when I'm standing there in front of you. So this will have to do until I get back. Love, Tiffany. Hopefully we'll meet her in the future. And then there is C. Brown. I'm starting to pick up signals on the Tembler sensors consistent with a small assault force. I'm not sure if they think that little of us, or if they're just in such a rush to stop us that this was the best they could manage. Either way, I hope those Hong Kong bots we got from your mysterious benefactor can do the trick. We've probably got an hour before they arrive, so I'm going to go run a systems check on the bots before everything goes to hell. Carla. Unfortunately, you didn't get those bots active, did you? Let's uplink to the Millnet. Let's help Daedalus attack Icarus. Millnet connected. We got some skill points. It's done.
I am. I'm losing Daedalus. Yes. Hold on, something's...
You forgot about the Aquinas protocol. I was listening to Daedalus all along, waiting.
The AIs seem to be merging.
And I have another surprise, Denton. Find Savage in the control room. I have an announcement.
Oops. Did nobody hear the part where Paige said that he could listen into our communications? He probably knew our plan all along. And something's happened. The AIs have merged.
Something went wrong, JC. I'm looking into it.
Oh, that's the understatement of the century, Morgan. Something went terribly wrong.
Excellent. We're all here.
You aren't in a position to make any demands, Paige.
On the contrary, my mission might have failed, but so did yours. I captured your daughter an hour ago.
Tiffany.
She's been quite forthcoming. So you were hoping to find a containment unit in the Ocean Lab?
I demand to see my daughter immediately.
Well, like you, we lack certain components of a universal constructor. The reaction modules you stole when you left Area 51 to go into business for yourself.
Don't negotiate.
Oh yes, Mr. Denton. I wanted you here for a reason. Look at me. You interfere in any way, I will kill that young woman. I mean it. I want those components, Savage. You will bring them to the abandoned gas station west of Vandenberg in exactly 1 hour.
You hurt my daughter, and I swear to God.
Bring me the reaction modules.
He's mad.
I don't think we have a choice. I should have never let her go.
Page will resume production of the plague if he gets the components to build a UC.
I know. But I can't let them kill Tiffany.
Tell them you're sending someone with the components. I'll have my pilot drop me off where they're holding your daughter. Maybe I can rescue her.
That's too risky.
We don't have a choice. Trust me, she'll be fine.
Yes, we've got to try it. Just don't let anything happen to her. Mr. Denton, thank you. Here's a photograph so that you can identify her.
That might come in handy. It's time to stage a rescue attempt.
Something unexpected happened when I brought up the computer.
Yes?
The AIs joined together into an entity called Helios. A trap Page had laid.
He's always controlled communications. We can't challenge him there.
I hope you keep the UC on a local network.
The Aquinas protocol leaves us no choice but to stay offline. You simply can't use Internet 3 without a machine at Area 51 knowing about it. I don't know what Everett was expecting to accomplish.
I guess it backfired, whatever his plans were.
JC, if you find my daughter, tell her I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to risk her life.
Perhaps Morgan was trying for a power play, something to strengthen the Illuminati. Whatever it was, it failed spectacularly. We no longer have Daedalus, and there's no longer Icarus. There is only Helios.
I've lost so many of my people this way. More than a dozen of our scientists were prisoners in the ocean lab, and have probably drowned.
I keep hearing about this ocean lab as well.
I hope you find her.
Me too, Gary.
If we can do anything, let us know.
Do you have 70 million augmentation upgrade canisters? That'd be good. Or 5,000 shotgun rounds? Or a giant tank? A giant tank would certainly help.
I've lost so many of my people this way.
Any new dialogue?
Tiffany is the last of Gary's family.
I presume that, considering how Tiffany spoke of her mother.
A spy for Page assassinated Gary's wife shortly after we came here.
That's terrible.
Mr. Denton, whatever it takes, get her back.
I'll do what I can.
Tiffany is the last of Gary's family.
Tiffany is Gary's only child.
Reiterating what I've already been told.
I hope you find her.
Me too.
We can't give in to MJ-12, even if one of us has to die.
If we give them the parts they want, it's pretty much the end for any chance of us resisting MJ-12.
I would be careful about trusting the Illuminati.
Oh, I'm learning that very quickly.
Majestic 12 will be back. We're close to having a UC, and they know it.
They'll be back with a lot more people.
We can't give in to MJ-12, even if one of us has to die.
What about you, Sam?
Do you think I'm doing the right thing? Going after Savage's daughter?
Absolutely. Never negotiate with a terrorist.
Tiffany could lose her life.
Never negotiate. You will only encourage more acts of terror. Besides, you're gonna bring Tiffany back alive.
Yes, sir. I'll do what I can to get her back.
You're very confident in my ability, Sam. I hope that confidence isn't misplaced.
Know much about the Echelon system?
Bits and pieces. Why?
Morgan Everett just had me connect 2 Echelon AIs together. They've merged to form an entity called Helios.
Sounds like Everett was making a play for power, and it backfired.
What does that do for Majestic 12?
I'm not sure. UNATCO was aware that the Daedalus system had become unreliable, but no one knew why. Icarus was the same system with a few modifications.
Page seemed to think he had won.
Perhaps. The NSA's had the internet hardwired through Area 51 since the 30s. But if components of Daedalus are still active, I would bet his control is less than absolute.
I hope you're right. Thanks.
I certainly hope you're right as well, Sam.
I know you can pull off the rescue.
Here's to hoping.
You better move out.
That I had.
Don't underestimate the ruthlessness of Bob Page.
Oh, that's the one thing I'm not underestimating. He is furious that we've managed to get this far. Furious. You heard his anger there in that communication. It was raw and powerful.
I'll stay here with Savage's people.
Good plan.
I'll stay here with Savage's people.
Nothing more we can do here. It's time to head out.
All right, I've landed. You won't believe this, but I have Tong with me. He looks pretty sick. Savage has promised to get him some medical attention. Meet us at the base entrance to the northeast.
Oh no. He doesn't have what I think he has, does he? He just might. And it's a good thing I didn't set off that TNT. That would have been a spectacularly explosive way of ending all my efforts. I'm off, Ben. I'm off to go and rescue Tiffany. You stay here and let me know if MJ-12 come back, okay? Okay. Don't let me down, Ben. I'm trusting you with this. If the MJ-12 attack again, you're the only warning that I'm gonna get, okay? I'll see you later. Let's head back to the entrance to the Vandenberg base, which is all the way over here. And maybe, now that we've dealt with all of the threats here, maybe that person that didn't speak to us before will now speak to us. Is she still over here? There she is. Hello. Nope, you're still not going to speak. Fair enough. It's quite a run to get over to where Jock is. All the way where that data cube was at the very entrance. This forces you to deal with these two MJ-12 troopers one way or another. And do you see that person there? That is Tracer Tong. He's really sick. And it's pretty obvious with what. Let's go and say hello. We haven't spoken to him for a bit.
JC, hello?
What's wrong?
An error. One of the experiments. I have the Grey Death.
He flew into San Jose and had no way to get here.
I am not a high-order term in the equation anymore. Do not concern yourselves with me.
You aren't dead yet, Tong. Savage will take care of you.
I'm here for selfish reasons. To have access to the cure.
Let's just hope we're able to manufacture it. Savage's daughter failed to get the parts he needs for the UC. She's being held prisoner by Majestic 12.
We should get moving. Tony Maris is on the way to help Tong.
By all means, go. You don't have time to stand around on account of me.
Get in, JC. I got a little rattle under the control panel. This old bird can still flap her wings.
A rattle? Maybe one of Savage's mechanics should look at it.
Tiffany comes first. I think that mechanic at Everett's just didn't know how to use a screwdriver. Let's go.
A rattle, eh? That doesn't sound good at all. I'm sure we'll be able to get the helicopter looked at later. But as you say, right now we have more important things to deal with. We have to go rescue Tiffany. Let's hope we can do this. A lot is riding on our success. Usually don't have both of those robots active by the end of this. Quite happy that I managed it. Abandoned gas station, Central California.
I'm gonna stay back until you have Tiffany. Then I'll touch down in the junkyard to the south. Try to make a silent approach. If the guards think it's a raid, they might decide to kill Savage's daughter.
Oh, they won't just think about it, Jock. They'll do it. They're expecting trouble. And look who is here.
I'm freezing my ass off over here.
You said that already.
I'll say it again. I'm freezing my ass off.
What am I supposed to do about it?
You won't do nothing. I already told you. I'm gonna handle it.
Oh, Lord.
Shut up, both of you.
Hello, Sandra.
You weren't kidding about leaving New York.
Here I am, other side of the continent.
How'd you end up at a vacant gas station near the ruins of Los Angeles?
I was hitching a ride to Eugene and this jerk pulls a gun on me, takes everything I have, and dumps me on the side of the road.
That's terrible.
I was pretty down for a while.
You can always go back.
No, I know how to stick to a plan. I'll walk to Eugene if I have to.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
I don't have to stand for this. I know my rights.
You don't got rights.
Just keep my eye out for the highway patrol.
You don't got money, you don't got rights.
You said it.
I'm not gonna roll over and die like a dead dog.
And when we come back, folks, we have to rescue Tiffany. And maybe Sandra and these two people here can help us in that regard. I don't expect them to fight the MJ-12 troopers, but maybe they know something about this area that we don't. They've been here longer than us, after all, and we could do with any tactical advantage we can muster. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.